everyone, welcome back. So today I'm going to be doing a demo and review on a foundation. I had asked you guys like a month or so ago if you would like me to do a demo and review on a new foundation that's coming out by Laura Gellar. This is her first ever liquid foundation, and you said yes, and so I pre-ordered it, and you were able to as well, and I have it here, and I've been wearing it, and I want to give you guys my full thoughts and my review, so we're just going to kind of jump into the demo here. My children are up and playing. I just wanted to put this on in the morning, so if you see them wander in, out, hopefully they don't be too distracting, but I wanted to put it on in the morning so that I could wear it all day long and check in so you guys can actually see how it lasts. You liked that the last time that I did the Glow Minerals Luxe Foundation review, I did that, and so I thought, well, it's a good way for you to really believe me when I, not that you don't believe me, but I can actually show you what it looks like. So I'm going to start off by priming my face. I've already done moisturizer, clean face. I just got out of the shower. I'm going to actually prime my face with a Laura Gellar primer. I really like this one. It has an SPF of 30. It's more lotion-like. I like this in the summertime because it's not too heavy of a primer, but that SPF factor is really nice to have in case your actual moisturizer does not have SPF in it. So I'm going to apply this first. And this is, like I said, it's really lightweight. It sinks into the skin nicely. So the foundation shade, I ordered the shade medium because I've been self-tanning and I wanted to be able to wear this in the summertime. I'm going to go into all the depth of everything after I apply this and have a full face of makeup. We'll chit-chat about all the specs on this foundation, but I just wanted to let you know I'm in the shade medium. And if you order it off of QVC, which I think is the only place you can get it right now, I'll have that linked below for you guys. It comes with a brush. And so this is the brush. I was actually really surprised when I saw this brush. It's really soft. It reminds me a lot of the Tarte brush that I got with a different concealer or foundation I had ordered from QVC. It's a similar angled, really densely brush. And so I'm going to put some on the back of my hand as always. Looks like so. It's not overly liquidy. It's actually a thicker liquid. It doesn't run like some of the other foundations that I have. And I like to just dab it in the center of my face mainly. And then blend outwards. This foundation is buildable. And it says it is full coverage. So I am going to build it. I'll put on a layer and let you see. And then I'll put on another layer and let you see. My initial thoughts when I had first started testing out this foundation, I was like, ooh, it's kind of pink. But when you first put it on, it appears that way. But once you buff it into your skin, that pinkness goes away. And I have seen that theme throughout all of her makeup line, and I don't know if that's just how she formulates her makeup or who she targets her makeup for or what, but it all kind of is a little, it seems pink, but once you blend it in, I've noticed it doesn't look so pink anymore. So don't be scared when you first put it on. You're like, oh, this isn't going to work for me. You really want to take the time to buff it into your skin. So this is what one layer looks like. I think one layer is maybe medium coverage. I mean, you can still see my blemishes and stuff, but those are things, I'm not looking for coverage of those necessarily because that's what concealer is for. I'm looking for evening out of my skin tone. Are there any blotchiness? How does my skin look? Not like, can you still see my third eye? Because that is why I buy really good concealer. So I'm going to go in with the second layer and build this up to full coverage. Once again, I like to put it on the back of my hand and then apply and blend. I absolutely love being able to have my windows open in the morning and listening to the birds. It is so peaceful and so lovely. Of course, every once in a while you hear a garbage truck or airplanes going by, but for the most part, you know it is spring when those birds are singing in the morning. It's just so wonderful. I like how easily this blends into my skin. I feel like you don't have to work hard at it. It just kind of goes and just kind of glides on your skin. which is really nice. I'm not putting that much pressure on my brush. I'm just gliding it onto my skin here. I'm going to actually set this foundation just a little bit because I have a feeling that it's going to be needed to be powdered anyways because it's a very radiant finish foundation initially, which means it's going to be even more radiant as the day goes on. So I am going to set it with the Laura Gellar Balance and Brighten foundation in medium. I'm not going to go crazy. I'm definitely going to set the areas where I know I'm going to get oily, which is my T-zone. So forehead for sure. And then also in this area right here. And a little bit down here by my mouth. Whew, this brush is shedding. What is this? Sedona Lace, you are shedding on my face. The time is now 9:22. So I have finished putting on the foundation. And I am going to put on the rest of my face. And we will come back and chit chat about the foundation, and then I will do some check-ins throughout the course of the day so you can see how the foundation is wearing. Alright, it is now 5:09 p.m. That is my phone full of makeup. I just came in from sitting outside, so I'm a little flustered. It's rather warm outside, but it feels great. I kind of look like I got a little burned. Anyways, so here it is about 8 hours later. I feel like my foundation, it has not broken up, per se. It just is starting to get a little dewy, to the point where I would probably powder at least this area, like here, my nose, like my forehead. I would powder this because I feel like gets to be that point where it's like, is she really greasy, or is that like an overly dewy foundation? But let me just zoom you in a little bit. Oh, this is a scary thing to do. But overall, I think the foundation still looks really good. Like, it's not blotchy. It hasn't really broken up too much. I'd say for 8 hours, it still is definitely wearable. Like I said, if I hadn't been filming this on purpose to show you what happens throughout the course of the day, I would have powdered at least my T-zone just a little bit. Not anything crazy, but just a little bit to control the shine, to keep it going throughout the course of the day. So I will be back to check in one more time in a few hours to see like what a really full workday foundation would look like if you wore this all day, like 12 hours. Like, that's a long time, but just saying. I'm pretty shocked at how good this lighting is at nighttime. I'm gonna have to start filming at nighttime more often. Shout out to the Numi Reverse Wand. Seriously, all day, combed it like 500 times. It's still curled. Fabulous. It's now 9:14. You saw it. 9:14 p.m. and I'm ready to take this off of my face. I am doing this for you guys because normally I would not be having a full face of makeup with lashes and all at 9 o'clock at night. I'm in my pajamas. My husband's like, "You're gonna film like that?" I'm like, "Yeah, I am." So here we go. I am really, really, really shocked at this foundation, to be honest with you. Let me zoom you in. A little breaking up right here and a little under here because, well, let's face it, my kids have been rubbing their faces on my face, and I'm trying not to touch my face the whole night, and they're just like up in my face, and I'm like, "Don't touch my face. I'm doing a foundation review." So overall, I really like it. I think that it's not so, I feel like the greasiness that was earlier kind of went away. I don't know if it's because I was in my house and I was doing this and that, but I did not touch it up, anything. So I would say 12 hours, I'd go out in public like this. Maybe you wouldn't. I would. I think it looks good. As far as, obviously, my forehead's a little greasy because my bangs are straight up greasy now. I'm still a little bit oily in here. Like, I think if I would have powdered, like, earlier in the day, this would have been controlled a little bit more. But I gotta tell you, for 12 hours, I think this looks pretty good. Let me zoom out. Whoa, wrong direction. Okay. I think this is still looking pretty good. Like, I would film a favorites video right now because I think it looks pretty decent. So, I don't know, guys. I think we got a winner. Alright, so let's get into the nitty-gritty and talk about the specifics of this foundation. First thing I wanted to tell you was, as I had already said, I purchased these two items together off of QVC. I believe it is only available on QVC right now because this is a new product. This is her first liquid foundation, so it is exclusive to QVC. But I think I paid, let's see, I paid $40.90 with tax and shipping for both, which I think is a steal. That's about $20 each, which is a steal. So I am in the shade medium, as I had said. There's fair, light, medium. I think there's like 5 or 6 shades right now. I think that the shade is pretty forgiving. I am self-tanned. Normally I probably would definitely be light. In the winter time, dead of winter, probably fair. So I think it's kind of forgiving. It's kind of like her powder foundation where there's a range that it covers. So I wanted to talk a little bit about what the foundation is called and why. It's called the Baked Liquid Radiance Foundation with Color Correcting Pigments. Color corrected pigments are dipped in almond oil and then they are baked, which is what creates that seamless application because of the oil, and then it just glided. It really did glide onto my skin. I was really pleased with the application. I didn't have to buff. I didn't have any streaking. I didn't have any blotchiness. The application of this was really nice, and I think it's due to the foundation, not so much due to the brush. Now, the brush is a bonus because you don't have to go out and buy a new brush if you don't have a brush. I sometimes think that they market these two products like a brush with a foundation together for a reason, and then other times I'm like, well, it didn't really do anything different than something else I already owned. But the fact that it comes together, I would pay $40 for this foundation alone. Definitely. So I talked a little bit about the actual product. This does not have SPF in it, so you're going to have to get your SPF elsewhere, which is great for photography because if it has SPF in it, you want to make sure that it's a low SPF, because if it's a high SPF, that's what's going to cause a flashback to make you look white in photos. So the actual foundation itself, it is a buildable coverage. Full coverage. This is full coverage. This is 2 applications. I would say the first application was definitely medium, as you saw in the demo. I think with the second application, you can most definitely get that full coverage that you're looking for. The finish on this is very radiant. Very radiant. So if you have oily skin, I don't think you're going to like this at all. Now, you're going to want a powder if you wear this. I would say if you're not going to wear this for more than 4 hours and you just want to have a really glowy, dewy complexion, this is awesome because it gets rid of those imperfections. I feel like I have no pores. Like my skin, when I look in this mirror, I'm poreless, I'm seamless, and that's not normally the case. I mean, you guys see my skin all the time. You know, sometimes it's really in good condition, other times I have breakouts. I don't have hyperpigmentation, but I have freckles and I have breakouts and I have a little bit of redness from here time to time, and I feel like this foundation definitely got rid of all of those issues. The formula itself is very lightweight. It's very weightless. I think it's very moisturizing on the skin, which to those of you who are combo oily, that word probably scares you. I guess you would just have to try this out for yourself to see if you can deal with the amount of radiance that you're going to have on your skin. But like I just said, if you're not going to wear this all day, that's probably okay. Just set it with a powder and let your skin do the magic of creating the dewiness. I think it just creates a really glowy, healthy look to the skin. I think for mature skin, this is just going to be an excellent foundation. It didn't tug. It's not really sinking into anything. Now, you saw in the check-ins what the foundation looked like after an 8-hour day and after a 12-hour day. So overall, I'm really pleased with this foundation. For what I use it for, I'm typically wearing foundations for about the 8-hour mark. Not usually more than that too often. And if I'm going to wear it for the 12-hour mark, I normally go for a matte foundation just to be on the safe side of not having to worry about touching up. I don't want to have to worry about it. But if you are just 8 to 10 hours on any given day, this is a beautiful foundation. Beautiful, healthy, radiant complexion. Full coverage, but not cakey, not drying. It's just I think it's kind of a dream foundation, honestly. You're getting the full coverage. You're getting that healthy, radiant skin. It doesn't feel heavy on the skin. And it just looks really overall beautiful. And so I give this foundation a very good rating. I'm very pleased with it, and so I think summertime, I think dewy, radiant, but gosh, I want something that gives me the option to have full coverage. This is great. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know if you picked this up or if you're planning on picking this up and what your thoughts are on it. Give this video a thumbs up if you really would like me to continue to do foundation reviews and demos. I actually really enjoy doing it because I am a foundation junkie. I am always on the search to find something that makes me look flawless. And like I find something I really like and then they come up with something else and I just want to try it. So if you want me to continue to do this or you have a foundation in mind that you would like me to do, I will definitely do that. If you didn't see Saturday's video, check out Saturday's video because I did a review and demo on this new foundation by Laura Gellar, so you don't want to miss that. And yeah, well, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day and I will chit chat with you tomorrow. Bye guys.